It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Dallas Mavericks up against the Sacramento Kings. And guys, for the Kings, the first half of the season has not been kind to them, and unfortunately with their play lately, they're not exactly giving off the vibe that they're ready to turn things around. Hold on to your seats, folks. Should be a wild ride. Whoa! Two athletic clubs facing off. Kenny, how do you expect this one to go down?
Ooh, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, lots of highlight reels, and great showmanship.
Should be exciting for the players and the fans. The team that takes care of the basketball will have the edge.
Okay, time for tip-off. We send it over to...
What are you riding, a horse, Ernie?
Woo! Kevin Harlan.
It's not a roller coaster, is it?
It's an all-Western Conference matchup, and today's game is the Kings coming to town for this one. 2K Sports is proud to present NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. You look at Dallas. They've struggled game after game to secure wins. It's been a tough haul, but they've had to feel like this game provides them a good chance to win.
And I think for Dallas, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positive as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
Now Sacramento starting five. Fox is at the point with Hield next to him at the 2. Cauley Stein is out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Bogdanovich in at the 3 slot. Barnes against Hardaway. Over Barnes. Now about midway through the season, a couple teams starting to slide. And they're desperate to turn things around.
But does that mean, Kevin, desperate means you've got to make a bunch of changes? Or do you go back to some of the things that had you in a position where we were talking about you in a positive manner?
Well, you want to remember your mission statement, don't you? What did we begin the season with?
Right. What did we come out of training camp?
Yes.
What was our mantra coming out of training camp? And maybe late November into early December, we won 7 of 10 games. Well, guess what? break out that film. Let's sit down. Let's talk about it. Let's show some of the highlights of what we're capable of doing.
Go back to what we wanted to be.
And then bring it into the next game and show that you're capable of doing it again.
Agreed. Here's Barnes following the score by Dallas. Shot by Hield, nobody around. It's good from long range. Hield's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here are the Mavericks now. It's a 3-point game. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
And two teams here that were evenly matched a season ago as they split the season series.
Now, here's Mejri. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Sacramento with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Hield with the bucket.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Suns in Phoenix.
Loved his passing tonight as well. He was just cutting the defense to pieces out there.
It's stolen by Hield. And up the court come the Kings on the break. And he overshot that one, missing. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Doncic has got his first basket of the night.
Creative at finding ways to just cut inside there. Doncic, a guy you must keep your eyes on.
Barnes outside. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Well, if my counting is right, they've made 4 of their first 5. That's good.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Here's Kleba over Bogdanovic. Kleba, no good. Hield from outside. Mavericks with the rebound. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And they couldn't get stops when they needed to. The opposition just too comfortable shooting the basketball.
And it's not that you have to take chances, but you got to step up your effort and try to get disruptive. They never did that. And on the road, that's a recipe for disaster.
Here's Fox. The Mavericks making the shot. A floater, just 5 on the clock. Baseline J on the way, and the shot falls short this time. The Mavericks trailing. On the wing, Lee, covered by Hield. Hardaway for 3. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
I feel like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s role is to be out there and gun away, so ready to shoot that time.
Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. Bogdanovic wide open. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Bogdanovic has got himself on the board with 3 there. Now, here's Doncic, guarded closely. Pass to Kleba. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Hield from outside. Sacramento gets it back in a new 24. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And it's the Kings with the ball. Sacramento moving it around. 6 on the shot clock. Bogdanovic, no luck.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too. You know, the Kings in 2016 in that draft swapping spots with the Suns, and they went from 8 to 13, and in exchange acquired the rights to Bogdanovic. Sacramento might like to do a 2-over on that with the 13th pick, but Bogdanovic is certainly a keeper.
Barnes outside. Krills it from outside. Barnes has got 5 now.
Got to have good court awareness, and it was on display right there from Bogdanovic.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Well, Bogdanovic, highly decorated in Europe, Brent. Won medals, a EuroLeague title, he did it all.
Yeah, over in Europe, known as one of the best players that was playing before coming over to the NBA. And last season, a 25-year-old rookie with some great presence, but he played a lot like a veteran.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. And then for Sacramento, Bagley, he's checked in for Cauley Stein. Bjelica comes in for Bogdanovic. And it's Burks in for Fox. Now here's Nowitzki. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. This one for three. That shot no good. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
Yeah, they were just pounded on the inside, particularly on that backboard. That was a huge disadvantage for them.
Well, the only way to compensate for getting out-rebounded as much as they did is to shoot about 99% from the floor. Haven't seen that happen.
And the Kings making a change here. Kufis is checked in. Now Burks. Dirk Nowitzki missing from long range. And they pick up two.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Barea against Burks. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. And Burke has it in the corner. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Burks bringing it up now for Sacramento. Leading by 5. Bjelica with the bucket.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Dallas has gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Barea with it. 14 points from him the last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And you could tell the defense was really nervous dribbling or passing the ball anywhere near him in that one. He took advantage of their indecisiveness continually throughout the night, racking up 3 steals.
Bagley kicks to Bjelica. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Mavericks trail by 8. Inside. Here's Powell to halt the run. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. For a long time, the answer always seemed to be LeBron James. But it seems fair to ask now, who is the best single player in the NBA, in your opinion?
LeBron James.
Me too.
Didn't you just say his name?
I thought
it was
I
on
did.
my frontal
I was
lobe
thinking
here.
it, and I guess it came out.
And we have so many great superstars, but you know, after last year, his 15th season, LeBron James performing the way that he did, carrying his team back to the finals, there's just no doubt amongst peers, and we get a chance to watch him, Kevin. LeBron James is still the man in the NBA.
Ditto.
Well, the Kings entering their second full campaign here without DeMarcus Cousins. Did they get equal value in that trade that they made? Probably not, but they have the flexibility, and they've added to this roster with some young talent and see if they can make some combinations here work to escape the mediocrity that they're in.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Burke. 11 points last game. Nowitzki kicks to Barea. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dirk Nowitzki.
A little tit-for-tat action going on the back-to-back trades.
Yeah, a little gamesmanship from range could force both defenses to maybe extend out a little further.
It's stolen by Harris. Burke looking over the floor. Left side, Harris. And that one no good to start him off on the night. And here now the Kings. They're on a 14-6 run. Healed from outside. They get it back. Here's Bagley. The pass to Giles. Sinks that one from the post. Giles has got his first basket of the night.
And already you're seeing great execution from both teams.
Yeah, lots of points early, and the game plans on both sides, at least offensively, working to perfection.
Now here's Burke. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 5 on the clock. Lays it up off the glass.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Burks the pass to Bjelica. Passes it to Giles. Got a piece of it, and he recovers it.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Burke. And he lays it straight in. And now just a 5-point Sacramento lead.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Harris. Pass to Hield. Off the left rim and out.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Well, we like to keep you up to date on the fresh talent in the league, so let's check in on the rookie block leaders. The 4th spot held by Marvin Bagley.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued. It takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Roof shots.
And that one misses. Dave Yeager in his 3rd season with the Kings. Before that, 9 seasons, Brent, in Memphis, with 3 of those being the Grizzlies head coach.
Yeah, an interesting end to his time in Memphis as things just kind of went awry between him and management. But the personnel decisions is what it came down to. And he has a fresh start in Sacramento with a very young, very energetic team that needs some direction. Maybe Dave Yeager, the guy to get the job done.
Now, here's Fox. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Floats one up. No good there. Some solid defense from Harris. And it's Barea with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 4. And we'll examine here how the distribution has been between 3-pointers and 2-pointers tonight for the Kings.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. Brent, the league is shaking things up as far as training and evaluation of referees. Do you think it'll result in getting a higher percentage of calls correct? They're pretty good as it is now.
The referees are fantastic.
They are.
And the fact that we're even having a discussion about a higher percentage of correct calls, Kevin,
Thank you.
I would just like to have a higher percentage of correct calls for the rest of this game with you.
Well, good. This guy next to me handed me this card. It wasn't my idea. It was this guy over here.
Yeah, well,
he said, ask Brent about the refereeing.
We need the stats, guys.
Yeah. Oh, no, we do. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Here's Bielitsa. 8 points his last outing. To the left side wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. Hardaway's checked in for Dallas. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Burks against Barea. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Fox. Hits the front of the rim and out. Now the Mavericks with it. They've outscored him 10 points to 2 during this run. Harris finds Nowitzki. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Well, the D did their job there. Excellent contest to alter the close ranger.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at Dallas. This season has been a struggle for them. They're down at the bottom of the conference. And, of course, Sacramento, a couple spots below.
And checking out Sacramento, they weren't part of the discussion of teams on the rise as we came into the year. And now, quite frankly, we know why. If anything, they've taken a step back.
There's still some chances to find some positives as the season comes to an end. Even if it's not a playoff spot, just some kind of forward momentum heading into the offseason.
The question mark for De'Aaron Fox coming into the league was his jump shot, Brent, and his lone season at Kentucky, 21% from the three-point line. That climbed over 30% as a pro.
Well, hopefully he just has progression as a shooter in the league, and that'll be a major impact on just how far De'Aaron Fox's career goes, and if maybe one time in the Western Conference he'll participate in the All-Star game.
Free throw good, Fox.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Measuring, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. And Doncic is subbed in for Harris.
Well, there's an old cliche, Kevin, we've heard or said a million times about speed killing. Well, perhaps no player is more emblematic of that than De'Aaron Fox. End to end, he could be one of the fastest players in the league.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
He kicks to Bagley. Down low. Lays it up and banks it in. Bagley's got his first basket.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Now here's Barea. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. Here's Fox. And it's Bagley in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists now in this one.
And more improved floor awareness for De'Aaron Fox.
From deep, Barea hits it from three-point range. Barea's got 6. And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. It's Sacramento up by 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. Now in the later stages of his career, Dirk Nowitzki talked about how special he feels marching his way up the all-time scoring leaderboard.
Makes you reflect, you know, milestones always make you reflect on everything. I've been really blessed.
And it's clear, GA, that Dirk still enjoys playing the game and training buckets in a variety of ways.
You can't deny his legacy. Arguably the best 7-foot shooter in the history of our game, which is why he's so high up on that leaderboard.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley-Stein. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And he can't get the first one.
And looking at Luka Doncic, incredibly mature for his age. Physically, the broad shoulders, weighing in about 230. Mentally, though, advanced understanding of how to play the game.
Kufis checked in for Bagley. You know, Greg, it's amazing that Doncic, at his age, could already have such a complete offensive game.
I mean, a terrific skill set. In Europe, Doncic spent plenty of time as a primary ball handler. Obviously can score in a number of ways, just a versatile threat.
Sacramento's gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, the Kings signed some quality vets last season, but when the losses piled up, they decided to go young. Now, the focus is on development. The veterans still have a role, providing steadying presence on the court and in the locker room. Kevin?
David, it certainly is a balancing act. Thanks for that report. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Fox kicks to Cauley-Stein. On the wing, Barnes. Guarded by Hardaway. Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Over Doncic. But they recover it. And here's Barnes for three. It's rebounded by Dallas. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that'll be game one of a 4-game road trip. Hardaway, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And here we go. Lee heading to the hoop. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Lee. Barnes against Hardaway. The drive by Lee, and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And the foul called on the Sacramento Kings.
You got to be aware of Lee out there. He uses his athleticism well enough to draw the contact on that play.
The Mavericks have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Two shots.
The free throw drops for Lee.
And so much to like about Courtney Lee and the consistency with which he brings his lunch pail to the job. A high character guy, has played in some big time games, plays with toughness, and plays very disciplined. Great guy to have on the roster.
That one drops. He ties it up. And since Lee entered the league, almost half of his total shots, Brent, have been from 3.
Yeah, well, that's his game. He's relied upon it to help out spacing offenses, and he takes good shots. That's what I like about Courtney Lee. Almost 40% for his career from the 3-point line.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here's Hardaway. 8 points for him. To the middle. Here's Kleba. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Kleba's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Here's Fox. 23 points for him the last game against Golden State. Barnes against Hardaway. Shoots from the elbow. They grab their own miss. Cauley Stein. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Great position inside. Once Cauley Stein is that close to the basket, the defense is going to have to come over and do something about it, usually a foul.
Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
No good on the free throw.
You wonder what the next step is, and for Willie Cauley Stein, what he's done in the offseason to improve himself offensively. Maybe a few more things in the footwork category will help him out.
And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Willie Cauley Stein, the 6th overall pick back in 2015. Brent, how do you evaluate his progress as an NBA player?
Well, I think it's been a tough situation in Sacramento with so much changeover in personnel, a coaching change as well. And he's still pretty raw offensively. He was drafted out of Kentucky as a defensive player, and that's so far where mostly his impact has been felt.
Dallas calls timeout.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And it's time for a look at our rookie leaderboard to see which rookies have been the most dangerous scorers in the league over the last 10 games. Luka Doncic, 4th.
That's just an impressive scoring run. And guys, I don't think he's done. He's got a lot more where that came from.
Dallas has gone 4 of 8 tonight from 3-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. Lee passes to Doncic. Pass to Mejri. Here's Kleba. Defended by Kufis. Kleba with the bucket. Kleba's got the lead up to 1 now for the Mavs.
Love to see it when he pulls up from the outside. A big guy with tremendous range is a prized commodity in today's NBA.
So the Kings call timeout, their first.
And he's probably looking at some matchups on the floor he'd like to take advantage of.
Now, I'm interested in what he's seeing and then what kind of play they run coming out of this timeout.
A brief check now of the stats for Hardaway. Over the last month, getting it done. Averaging about 19 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
I think you look across the board right now, and he's just doing a much better job. The numbers bear that out.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
The closer that Fox gets inside, the more effective he could say. I guess you could say he's good in the Fox hole.
On the wing, Hardaway. He's covered by Bogdanovic. Mejri kicks to Doncic. To the paint, 5 to shoot. Nobody near Barnes. And there are the Kings with another bucket. Mavericks trail by 3. Now Doncic. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Here's Lee. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Lee's got 6.
I don't know. Does experience pay off on that kind of play? Courtney Lee used it, shot it over the face of the defense, and buried it.
Barnes against Hardaway. Barnes kicks to Kufis. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
There's the pass to Kleba. Passes it to Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Luka Doncic, not the top pick in the draft this past June, but one of the more exciting names out of this rookie class.
Dallas made a point to trade up and draft him. Doncic not playing in the Summer League as he has had a hefty workload in Europe before the draft. Still came away with Euro MVP honors, and at his age,
shooting 2.
That is incredible.
That free throw good from Doncic.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Mejri. Nowitzki comes in for Maxi Kleba. Devin Harris is checked in for Hardaway. And it's Burke in for Lee. He's off on the second.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Another shot, and there's the nice layup by Burks. And the Kings lead by 4.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now, here's Doncic. Harris finds Nowitzki. And good coming on the assist from Devin Harris. Nowitzki's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Healed outside. Pass to Barnes. Shoots over Powell. That one no good. And it's Dallas the other way. Here's Doncic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. Sacramento making some changes. Harry Giles comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and it's Bagley in for Barnes. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And so here's Sacramento. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Burks, the pass to Hield. Back to Burks. Clock at 6. Shoots over Burke, and that's an air ball. Not even close. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
And the dunk by Powell.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah, he picked up the ball clean. He has a sneaky court awareness that you have to be careful around. That time results in the steal.
Now, here's Doncic. 6 points for him.
Now, you could just tell in his gait and in the look on his face, he's in a great rhythm after a terrific first quarter. He is feeling it here in the second.
Hield kicks to Bielitsa. Pass to Burks. And the pass to Giles. Shot to stop the run, and that's 2 points on the layup. Giles has got his second bucket.
A huge mistake, letting him establish that kind of position down low.
Yeah, defense 101. Don't let him get that deep, and this speaks to the lack of effort right there. No better way to frustrate your coach.
That's good from Burke on the assist from Harris. 7 points for Trey Burke.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
A shot by Burks. Nobody around. The quick look, no good that time.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively. Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
The Mavericks have made 10 of their 14 tries at the free throw line in the game.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Mavericks making a switch here. Berea's checked in. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Deflects the pass. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Burks. Here's a look at the schedule now for Dallas. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Thursday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers.
And for that matchup with the Blazers, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
Doncic passes to Nowitzki. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. The Kings trail by 7. Burks kicks to Hield. Pass to Giles. Back to Hield. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9.
Yeah, for guards who are young players in the NBA, finishing around the rim is always a focus at this level. Nice job by Hield there.
And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And he wasn't going to get away with that one. Still in motion when he set that screen.
Yeah, really trying to sell it out there, but the official just, he ain't buying.
The Kings trail by 5. And here's Burks. Coming in off a 10-point game his last outing. The 3. And Buddy Hield gets the 3. Hield's got 14.
And let's see, guys, if that triggers another little explosion from him after hitting 3 triples in that first quarter.
It's deflected. Shoots from 12. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. Hield's got the game tied up here for Sacramento. Here's Berea. 6 points for him. Kicks to Nowitzki. Over Bagley. Nowitzki, good. Nowitzki's got 5 points now this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Burks the pass to Giles. Dishes it to Heel. Pass to Bialica. 5 to shoot. Giles kicks to Bagley. Heald from outside. Good on the triple. Heald's got 19 points.
He has gotten into a great rhythm here in this quarter, playing with just bundles of confidence.
Heald against Harris. From downtown, Sacramento grabs the miss. Bagley's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Heald outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And it's a 4-point Sacramento lead.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out to the wing. Nowitzki for 3. Good, and it's Perea who picks up the assist. Perea's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Heald. 22 points for him. Bagley the pass to Heald. Fires from 14, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Well, he's a good shooter from the mid-range. Heald had some breathing room, took a deep breath, and fired.
Perea with it. He's got 6. 24 seconds left here in the second. Knocks down the 3 ball. And that's 11 points for Dirk Nowitzki.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
Heald against Harris. Heald outside. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Heald just keeps coming right after you again and again as a defender, and eventually you'll tire out and make a mistake with a foul.
The first free throw is good.
Quietly, Buddy Hield has had some good moments in the NBA thus far. I know coming in, a lot of attention as a high draft choice, but his offensive game and the players around him as they get better are helping Buddy Hield out.
And he makes both free throws.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Lee outside, and down it goes just as the clock hits 0.
How about the timing? An unbelievable touch on that one.
Do you think he knew? He knew from the moment he let that go. Just unreal.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been finding me. I've just been trying to run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run it in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
So what's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They kept at it on both ends of the floor, and at the end of the period, they had a slight deficit of 3 points. They battled hard in the second quarter, and it was reflected on the scoreboard. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
Shaq, what's your take on Sacramento?
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the three. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the three. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, Bob for three. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Buddy Hield.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. They've got Mejri. J.J. Barea is out there with Lee. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Kleba in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Here's Barea. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Mejri's got his second bucket of the night. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And you look at J.J. Barea and how he's played over the years. Has always been a spark plug for a team off the bench. Just plays with energy and creativity no matter the situation.
The first one falls. And with Barea and what he brings to the table, Greg, he also takes care of the ball.
A lot of guards who are bench threats can get a little sloppy or careless with the ball. And Barea has been upping his assists and cutting his turnovers the last few seasons, still finding ways to be effective even after a decade in the league.
And both free throws good for Barea. The Kings trail by 3. Now, here's Fox. He kicks to Hield. Pass to Barnes. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And defensively, this is the opposite of how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, it's like 4 teenagers at home over the summer, just not enough activity. You've gotten your rest. It's time to man up.
And stolen by Barnes. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. The pass to Bogdanovich. Again, Sacramento.
Yeah, couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half, minus that 1 miss. 3 of 4 now from the field right now in the second half.
And the Mavericks call time here. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Doncic is checked in for Dallas. Lee kicks to Kleba. And he's good on the 3-ball. Kleba's got 12 in the game.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Barnes outside. Heald finds Barnes, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Barnes has got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
Now, here's Doncic. 9 points in the game so far. Got a piece of it. Kleba, the pass to Mejri. That shot missing. Good D by Bogdanovic. For Sacramento, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Hield. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And just look at those scoring totals. He's been doing what he does best, putting points on the board.
His instincts naturally are to score the basketball. That ability to find the creases in the defense is something you just don't teach, and it's awesome.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Well, Cauley Stein positioned himself early and then found the reward there as he collected the ball and threw it through.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Doncic passes to Mejri, and that one is stuffed right through.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And now let's have a look at the NBA's top snipers, shooting guards with the highest percentage from three-point territory over the last month. You take a look at Hield, he's absolutely deadly from outside. And of course, Courtney Lee, he's in that same group.
These guys are gunners. I mean, they've got the green light at all times because of their three-point shooting. I mean, they are cash money.
Well, they're not players who run hot and cold. It's just hot when they're behind the arc. And if any of them do suffer from a cold stretch, it never lasts long. Shoot yourself in, then shoot yourself out.
Greg, as we know, Buddy Hield, a Wooden Award winner at Oklahoma.
I mean, he grew from nothing, his words, in the Bahamas. And his first hoop, a crate he nailed to some plywood. Couldn't even afford the nails. Had to find those.
Shot,
so from there to here, what an incredible journey.
Here's Doncic. He's got 9. Pass to Hardaway. To the paint. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
Well, we talk about the D. Let's credit the offense. He attacked right there from the moment he saw the opening, not letting the defense react.
One shot. One shot.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Fox kicks to Barnes. And no good for Dallas. They've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Hardaway, no good. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. Barnes can't get it to go. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Trey Burks checked in for Lee. Here's Fox. He's got 6. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Heel. Kept alive by Sacramento. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
Now, here's Doncic. Guarded by Fox. Kleba. And the 3-ball is good. Kleba's got a pair of 3s now here in the 3rd for the Mavs.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Fox kicks to Hield. Four on the clock. And stolen by Burke. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. And it's blocked. They get it back and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
Wow. He got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls for him.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Kufis checked in for Buddy Hield. Good on both. Now Fox. 6 points for him. Pass to Barnes. The 3-ball. Mejri with the rebound. Mejri's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The Kings trail by 3. To the middle. Mejri with the steal. Now, here's Doncic. Not a lot of room. And stolen by Bogdanovich. And here is Fox. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game.
I mean, letting that guy shoot freely from out there, he's going to destroy you from the perimeter if you do that.
And here is Burke. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Burke with it. Now guarded by Fox. Kufis with the block. Mejri kicks to Burke. Launches it. That's good from Doncic on the assist by Burke. 12 points for Luka Doncic.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Barnes looking around. Back to Fox. Just 5 to shoot. Tipped away. Here's Cauley-Stein. And the shot is long.
This is when you're just surprised that a guy would miss that kind of look. The defense really did not do a lot there.
Doncic plays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
I love the pace he's playing with, letting his offense come to him naturally and then building upon this lead for his team.
Here's Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
This is where De'Aaron Fox can be so good, just forcing the issue on the drive when he puts those jets to work.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
First one falls for him. A different look for Dallas. Dwight Powell comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Nowitzki in for Maxi Kleba. Sacramento also making some changes. Bagley, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Bielitsa comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Burks in for Bogdanovich. And he can't hit the second. Dallas leading by 4. Here's Doncic. Koufos grabs the miss. Koufos has got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Fox. And it's sent back by Nowitzki. And they're on the break. Burks with the steal. And there's the pass to Fox. Basket good. Fox has got 9.
Pretty much all you can do on defense there. De'Aaron Fox, great poise in the painted area.
Burke with it. 7 points in the game. And oh, here we go. Burke's got it. The fast break chance. It's Bielitsa. The offensive rebound. Here's Koufos. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Doncic passes to Burke, and he's going up for the alley-oop, and the dunk by Powell.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Fox. He's got 9. Up top, Koufos. Clock at 6. Here's Burks. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Doncic dishes to Nowitzki. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
The Kings trail by 6. Fox kicks to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. Now here's Burks. D right on him. To the paint. Koufos the pass to Bagley. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. He has 7.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Now here's Burke. Burke's covering. Powell finds Nowitzki. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Yeah, no question. It looks like they've rented out room along the perimeter in this ball game, and they're likely to keep doing this until the defense makes an adjustment.
Good ball movement here by the Kings. And here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Here's Fox. 9 points in the game so far. He kicks to Bagley. Passes to Burks. Pass to Bielitsa. Hits it from 3-point range. Bielitsa's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
The defense cannot let guys get into that kind of comfort zone. You have to patrol the 3-point line, or you risk getting burned.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Jackson, he's checked in for Measury. Lee comes in for Doncic. And Barea subbed in for Trey Burke. And then for Sacramento, Giles checked in for Koufos. And it's Brewer in for De'Aaron Fox. Now here's Barea. 8 points for him. And it's Nowitzki at the elbow. Jackson kicks to Nowitzki. Back to Jackson. From deep, Barea. No good on the shot. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. Here's Bielitsa, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Brewer. 1:32 left to play in the 3rd. There's a break in the action, so a rundown now. The most reliable power forwards and centers over the past month when it comes to shooting the basketball. You take a look at Powell. So solid around the basket, currently 3rd in the league.
And most of the guys on that list have that unique combination of power and finesse. I mean, a very physical presence with an equally soft touch.
Well, you can pretty much count it when they get the ball down low like that. You got to give them credit for working hard to get themselves open. Their percentages certainly wouldn't be as high as they are if they couldn't knock down those open 15-footers.
Yogi Ferrell's checked in for Sacramento. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Now, Justin Jackson at 6'8" has a nice skill level and a nice natural feel to the game. He doesn't stop the ball, and he gets his points pretty much in the flow of the offense.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
All alone. Brewer with the rebound. And Justin Jackson has such an amazing floater, doesn't he?
Well, he does, and he can do it with either hand, which is quite impressive at that size. 6'8" on the left hand and a right hand floater. That in-between game, tough to guard.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. That one is no good. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. Lee goes in. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
And one of the things that Lee does fairly well is the change of speed, so tough for the defense to get timing on him.
Here's Burks. He's off on that one. Good work defensively by Nowitzki. Lee passes to Powell, and it's blocked, and he's able to get it back. Jackson, that's a two-pointer. That one off the back iron and out.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Burks against Barea. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Coaching staff high-fiving themselves there, watching that team move the ball around, doing whatever is best for the team.
Here's Hield, and again it's Sacramento converting.
I mean, this is what the scouting report called for here. Love how effective Hield is right now on the offensive end.
Barea looking for an opening. Jackson from long range, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Back to the action after this word. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. The Mavericks leading. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. Down low, it's Bagley and Cauley Stein. Buddy Hield is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Ball's knocked loose. Lee with the steal. Nowitzki for 3. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll be playing the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Kings shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Burks against Barea. Burks finds Hield. Now, here's Burks. Defense is right there. 5 on the clock. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
And defensively, neither side able to get many stops.
Well, it's one of those nights where if a team down the stretch can get 1 or 2 stops, they may win it.
Now, here's Barea. There's the triple. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Burks dishes to Bagley. That gives them the lead.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Dallas has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Lee kicks to Barea. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Lee does a great job of sticking with it and then finding a teammate.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's stolen by Barea. And the layup is good. Barea's got 4 points now in the quarter. Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Now, here's Bagley. Here's Cauley Stein, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Cauley Stein's got the game tied up here for the Kings. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. At the top of the key, Powell. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Now, here's Burks. Three-pointer, Hield. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got 9 rebounds now tonight.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Here's Nowitzki. Hardaway passes to Lee. The three-pointer off the mark. Lee with the steal. It's stolen by Hield. And Courtney Lee gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox comes in for Alec Burks. Fox dishes to Hield. The kick out to Barnes. Buries the long-range jumper. Barnes has got 12 points here in the second half.
The D has done a very poor job at contesting him from outside, guys. He's tearing into them right now, and they cannot stop him.
Now here's Barea to the paint. Here's Lee. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Lee, a good job down low. Tough to do as a guard to carve out that much room.
It's stolen by Barea. Now the dish to Lee. Fox with the steal. Here's Bogdanovic. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Now here is Hardaway. Out to Lee. Fires the 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Fox passes to Barnes. Here's Cauley Stein. It's deflected, and so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Mejri's checked in. Here's Hield. 6 on the shot clock. To the inside, Cauley Stein. A beautiful reverse layup. Cauley Stein's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Efficiency has been the hallmark right now down the stretch. He is making the most of his opportunities.
Barea finds Lee. Mejri inside. Cauley Stein defending.
Yeah, and something we always talk about, though, shot selection.
Well, being aggressive is one thing, but aggression with control is another, and you need both elements working together.
Doncic is checked in for Lee. The Kings have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Now, here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. Kept alive.
You can't be too physical with Cauley Stein. He never backs down from the contact.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. He hits the second from the line.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Doncic with it. Out guarded by Hield. And Barea has it in the corner. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 4th assist in this one. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Timeout called by the Kings.
And Kevin, he saw his guys just a little sluggish out there. Oftentimes a timeout like this allows you to kind of just reset.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Dave Yeager went over with his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Thank you, David. Now here's Barnes. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cauley Stein. Again, the miss by the Kings.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Hardaway. Kings have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Now here's Fox. Outside Bogdanovich. Kicks it to Hield. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hield's got 33 points.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Hield against Barea. The pass to Kleba. That shot is off. Good D by Barnes. Hield outside. Dishes to Bogdanovich. Inside. Oh, that's blocked. They retain possession.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Doncic. Kleba kicks to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Here's Hardaway over Bogdanovich. Offensive rebound. And Hardaway gets it to go.
Any coach likes it when a guard gets in there and stays active on the glass. Hardaway Jr. did it that time.
Fox dishes to Bogdanovich. Feeds it to Barnes. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Lee's checked in for the Mavericks. Six on the shot clock. Here's Hield. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Courtney Lee.
Well, Buddy Hield, not the biggest or most athletic player that's on the floor, but his work ethic is undeniable. He is a total gym rat. At Oklahoma, they had to lock up the balls. Otherwise, the guy would stay there all day long and all night.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And Hield grew up in the Bahamas. The story goes they didn't have a court until he turned 12, so he built hoops out of whatever he could find.
Yeah, and whatever he found consisted of milk crates or bicycle rims that had rusted up, and he'd nail them up and shoot every shot he could at them, and they would get torn down, and he'd rebuild them again and again. He's shown that same determination in building up his game at the NBA level.
Now, here's Doncic. Here's Kleba. The good-looking shot from the wing. Kleba's got 4 points this quarter.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Here's Fox. Count it.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Mavericks trail by 3. Now, Doncic, outside Hardaway. Over Cauley Stein, and it falls over the rim and in. That's 12 points for Tim Hardaway.
Yeah, so some operation right there out of the pick and roll, and Hardaway Jr. making a smart decision in that set.
Fox kicks to Hield, to the middle. Here's Barnes. Unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Cauley Stein trying to free himself up. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
Now that's good effort from Lee, doing everything he can to bury that shot in a critical moment.
Bogdanovich against Hardaway. Bogdanovich passes to Fox. Inside, Cauley Stein. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Cauley Stein stepping up huge.
The Mavericks trailing. And here is Doncic. Measury finds Hardaway. Good on the triple.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 of 4 here in the fourth.
Here's Fox. Cauley Stein at the elbow. Barnes outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Hardaway against Bogdanovich. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Lee dishes to Hardaway. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
Tim Hardaway Jr. delivers.
The Kings trail by 4. Pass to Barnes. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Barnes has got 15 points here in the second half.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're up by 2. 1:46 left in the fourth. And now a chance to check out some of the tremendous play tonight from our Jordan Player of the Game.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip.
Berea against Fox. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Pass to Lee from past the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the board. It's tipped. The Kings shooting fairly well in the fourth, around 48%. Fox passes to Bogdanovich. Good D by Hardaway. The Mavericks leading. Berea kicks to measure. The shot, no good. And the Kings going the other way now. And there's the feed to Bagley. Fades and shoots. That shot is off, coming up empty for the second time this game. 4 for 6. On the wing, and there's the call on measure. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Start it.
They're down by 2. 51 seconds left in the game. Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bogdanovich. Healed against Lee. There's the pass to Fox. It's stolen by Berea. To the paint. Here's Kleba. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
Oh, that is the play of the game.
Nothing more rewarding than hitting the big shot for your team.
Shooting 1.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're down by 5. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Lee against Hield. Here's Cauley Stein. And an intentional foul right there. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. Here's Sacramento. And Fox has it in the corner. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And we talk about clutch scorers all the time. He is clearly in that category.
And they're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I like the fact that he took his time at the line and simply did what he does, practice his routine and seal it.
And that's a good job of just getting after it on the backboard, gets him another possession, and allows them to run even more clock.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks, pulling out the W. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Fence my case, but I got my
Thanks very much. Dirk, congrats on the win. How were you guys able to hang in there during the second half?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other. We rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Luck is the residue of design, and you guys got it done. Thanks, Dirk. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. So long.